you ready? It's the Roundtable with me, Robert Bannon. One night on a notice. Yes! I see 98 Degrees fans are here. Hi, everybody. My name is Robert Bannon. This Thursday, it's the Roundtable, and I am so excited to be here with you live from Detroit, Michigan. And another Thursday with you, number 169. The most random, weird group of people I think we could ever put together. Michael Urie, Emmy nominee, Jeff Timmons, platinum superstar of 98 Degrees, and the Harlem Globetrotters are here with me for the Roundtable. So Abby says, hello, Roundtablers. Happy Friday from the future. It is over midnight over in the UK. Let's hope Robert doesn't get silenced on here. My mic went out on Instagram. I was gone. I don't know what happened. Hi, Jay Friday. Jay Friday is here. I love Jeff Timmons interviews. I interviewed Jeff Timmons on a really rough day on my lunch break at work. I could not find a place to do the interview. Okay. So Jeff is taped. I'm sorry, if you were looking to talk to him live, but he's really, really sweet. And I went into a closet because it was my lunch. I was going to go to my car and I ended up in a closet. I was back in the closet. So in the middle of the interview, I have no Wi-Fi and we changed backgrounds, but he's a sweetheart and I'm very excited and honored to talk to him. My husband is here. Hello, husband. I was yelling to him because we were talking about Kiss of the Spider Woman. And I got so excited that it was coming out that I yelled to Darius. And then Darius was like, what do you mean you yell? Like I yelled like I had broken my leg or something. And then he was like, what is wrong with you? That's me. Hi, Marie. I'm happy you're here. How you doing, friends? I hope you're fabulous and wonderful. My mom is here. My Aunt Fran is here. And Christine says, greetings, Robert and all the Roundtable family. This show will be fun. And yep, we have, hi, Margaret. Good evening, everyone. Glad I could finally join you here. Well, hello. Thank you for being here. I'm glad you're here too. I'll never be, I will never be back in the closet. Abby says, I work in a castle now. I feel like Darius would like that. Darius would love that. We may need to visit your castle. Here is Mike Melfa, everybody. Mike Melfa text me today. I got to tell Darius about what I will tell you, Darius, later. Mike Melfa's the best. So Darius is in a castle. I'm back in the closet and here we are. And we love Aunt Fran. We love Dad. And we have, Cat Daddy say the Truman versus Israel folks loved you and totally matched your energy and sense of humor. Willie Folk was originally in Miss Saigon, and Willie Folk, and he doesn't do a lot of interviews. So he did an interview with me and it was really fun. There's a lot of fun interviews. Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. My friend Peggy O'Brien. Peggy. It says Margaret. That's why I said it. So only the nuns. Yes, I don't want you to have traumaful moments from the nuns days. You know, back in the day when I had a show called Quarantine Cabaret, there was an interview I just did. A show's coming in New York for Christmas, for Halloween week called Sally Spectre, a horror show. And I go on the interview to do the interview, and one of the guys says audio trouble. So the lady who's a director who works for PBS and has won some Emmys, she says to me, I really love your voice. I said, excuse me? She said, during COVID, I used to watch you every week and I follow your music. And when you put out your album, I bought a copy on Amazon. She had it off camera. And I told her that it weirds me out when people recognize the show or what I do or my music, because I always think it's just the 6 of us, 10 of us, 20 of us, 50 of us that are here. And then I forget that it goes out into the world tomorrow and it's watched by people all around the world. And our numbers for the year are up like 60 something %. And we're still big in Germany and people are still watching us. We're still the #1 show on BroadwayWorld, and we are growing incredibly big on Spotify and the Broadway Podcast Network and now on iHeart. And that's because of you. So our YouTube numbers are just a small percentage of the over 50,000 views a week that we get here at the Roundtable. And so for all of you that come here every single day and watch every single piece of content, it really helps because it gets our numbers and our algorithm up. And I owe you everything. So thank you to the Roundtable fam. Today, we have a hot take that Adrian actually asked me to ask. So this is going out to Adrian, and you'll see Adrian in a moment.
It's smoking.
So my hot take question for you is, do you eat breakfast and what? And do you have a favorite cereal? I guess it's a two-part question. It's a two-part question. Do you eat breakfast and do you have a favorite cereal? We will tell me your answer. It's mandatory. If you're going to hang out with me, I need an answer. I know my husband's answer and I know Mike's answer too. But I don't know yours. So tell me, I know my mother's. So hit it. Here's our week in review. Before we start our week in review, I just want to take a moment to send love to my Detroit family. You know, I got married in May, but very much further back when I first met Darius, in the middle of us trying to figure out what we were. If you know Darius, he is somebody who says he has raised 3 boys. The 3 boys are his 3 nephews, and when I first had met him, they lost their nephew Javi, his nephew Javi. And that's Jordan, Jamel, and Javi right there. And today Javi would have turned 21 years old. So I just want to say he is somewhere watching his uncle. And every video and picture I've seen of him, he was the life of a party and a joy and a light. And I pray and know he's watching over his mom and his brothers and his grandma and his uncle. And we're going to keep his spirit in our hearts. And all I can say is we need to be good to one another. We need to love one another because life is so precious and life is so fragile and life is so final. So on earth, but it's going to go on forever and ever somewhere better than this. So we have to keep hope alive. So I send love to the Detroit family, to my husband and I don't like in-laws. That's why there's Mama Lewis and my sister Renee and my nephews. So we send love to you all today. Let's talk about the week in review, shall we? Let's do it. He would have wanted us to have a good old party, so let's have a party. Here we go, the week in review. Yes, and thank you all so much. Oh, I love these messages I see. Oh, come on, Miss Ann. Miss Ann, girl. I love that you're here. Miss Ann, don't go nowhere. Stay with me. Christine says hi to all the wonderful humans here this evening, our wonderful Roundtable family. Hi, and welcome to Peggy. Hey, Peggy girl. Peggy's got a shirt that says, I may be straight, but I do not hate, with the LGBT logo in the middle. Very proud. I love that. I love that shirt. That's a good one. And rest in peace, Javi. Thank you so much, Mike. And Miss Ann, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And of course. Peggy says amen to that. I lost 3 nephews too young, 2 brothers and a sister. I know they're watching over us. I will never forget all of you and will always love you. Amen. They're with us more now than they ever were. All righty. So this week in our weekend review, I don't remember what I said we did, but we did something. We sure did. Darius wore listen, he's very fancy. I'm really not that fancy. And he wore a cape, everybody. I've lived here for over a year and I've been with him. I've known him for 4 years. I've never seen a cape. And then a cape came. Look, he was in a cape like he was in the Sleepy Hollow. He's full of surprises. That was a moment this week, the cape. And Mike Melfa sent us a present. He sent us lights because we were going to steal lights when we were in New Jersey. So we're at a restaurant and they had lights on the table and we thought they were so cute. But we didn't steal them because we don't do that. And also Darius didn't have a big bag, but we don't do that. And thank you, Mike Melfa, for these lights on our dining room table. They're a cutie pie. We love them so much. They're so cute. What a surprise to come in and have a little treat from New Jersey. I loved it. I loved it so much. It was very sweet. And Mike says, very nice. That reminds him of his t-shirt. Darius is the moment. So much slayness. He always looks so good. And he irons my clothes in the morning and he puts my clothes out. And everyone at work is like, why are you dressed so nice? My husband, because I would look like a sloppy copy. I would just look like schlubby McGillicuddy. Today I had a button-down shirt. I had dress pants. I had dress shoes. I was a moment. My students told me that you wear your lemon pepper steppers when you get a fancy. Now, see, they ask He says, what is Darius's favorite designer? A Ferragamo. Well, we have a Ferragamo belt. But Darius is interesting about clothes because he shops high and he shops low, low, low. He likes it being he loves a fine too, but he loves a bag. He likes to shop. Let's see his answer. Mike Shirt says, I like my whiskey straight, but my friends can go either way. That's I love that. It's good. So we what else happened this week? The dog was out and about. We Diamond is always out here living his little best life. And we also had the opening of Broadway in Detroit. We had the chance to go to see Beauty and the Beast on tour. It's on an anniversary tour. So much fun. I got to talk to the cast of the show beforehand on BroadwayWorld, and we opened the season over at the Fisher, and it was so much fun. So much fun. The theater crew is Darius, me, Deidre, and Samantha, and we went and we had a grand old time. It's really great production. So if it comes in your neck of the woods, make sure you see it. It was my first Broadway show. They updated it and made it fun. And speaking of slayness, Darius was in it. We called it his Lisa Bonet chic. He was giving Lisa Bonet. He was giving a different world from where you come from. Right there. I was here for it. That's a handsome husband. I have a handsome husband. Oh yeah. Oh, the cat daddy said they heard in a podcast that Andrew Keenan Bolger is from Detroit. He is from Detroit, and his sister obviously is from Detroit too. I'm gonna have to have them back. Maybe the cat daddies need to. They love them. See, they love them. They love him. Do you like his sister too? Darius says, I really don't like designers. I'm about fashionable, not stylish. He likes the clothes. He doesn't need a name. He will always say, I don't need to wear a name brand. I need it just to be fashionable. So there was a moment where I tried to get into clothes, and Mike will say I got real skinny. And where's Dwayne Wayne and the glasses? I should have brought the glasses that flip. And now I'm just married and, I still love clothes for certain moments, but not every day. So what else happened? Did anything else happen? We had a good time. He got me up on Sunday to go to spin class. Sweet baby Jesus. So he says to me, I'm in bed, and he says, I'm going to spin class. And I said, at 8:00 on a Sunday? And he says, yes. And I felt like I should go. So here's a picture of us at spin class that he doesn't know I took. Shh. There I am. And there he is. And here we are. I'm tired and yawning. He is giving it on that spike. And then we went to brunch, which was the best part. But I had fun, and I've been working out. Today I worked out again. I'm trying to get back in it. Don't we look good for a Sunday morning? Stupid. we look good for a Sunday morning. Styles are based on popularity, and good fashion is classic. And that's how he feels. He will wear something that will last forever. And so that's our weekend review. Let's keep it going because we got a lot of show today. Here is the shameless plug.
Because I'm shameless.
So the week next week, excuse me. Tomorrow on BroadwayWorld, Rob Lake is here. Rob Lake has a Broadway show with the Muppets. The Muppets are making their Broadway debut. They just announced that Miss Piggy is joining Kermit the Frog in the show. So if you want to hear about the show, I'm excited to see it. When I think my friends might even be taking me to see it. I think that's the rumor. Mike Melfa might be taking me to see it when I come to New Jersey for my birthday. Rob Lake magic with the Muppets, and I'll tell you all about it on BroadwayWorld tomorrow. I can't wait for you to see it. It's a trip and a half. Plus, next Thursday, R&B royalty is going to be here. That's right. The one and only Miss Faith Evans is coming and making her Roundtable debut. What in the world I don't even know how that happened. But Faith Evans will be here next week. I'm going to talk to her tomorrow. I can't wait to see how it goes. I hope she doesn't cancel. I hope it's great. I don't know if she'll be on camera. It might be audio only, but it's very exciting. She takes care of her son who has autism. His name is Ryder. She started a foundation, and she's here to talk to us all about it. She's kind of stopped touring and singing to be a full-time mom, and I can't wait to hear what she's got to say about it all. Right now, if you're watching us on Spotify, if you can watch us and listen to us on Spotify, if you're watching us on YouTube, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And where am I not here? Come back. Do it. Oh, I got Faith Evans got stuck on the screen. And we also have really great interviews that go up every single day. So if you're listening to us on Spotify or on YouTube, you can hear me talk to vocal coach to the stars, Stevie Mackey. He's the vocal coach for J-Lo and Lenny Kravitz and Demi Lovato and Selena Gomez. And we talk about music and singing and tacos. You don't want to miss that. It's a great chat. Plus, Ariana and the Rose. She named her band The Rose after her grandmother. And I told her my mom's name is Rose. She's another Jersey girl, another Italian Jersey girl, and a great interview. So great interviews are up all week long over here on the Roundtable. Also, Detroit, I'm going to do a talk show, a live heart-to-heart relationship talk show, October 29th. I'm going to be singing 2 songs. We're going to be talking about relationships. I'm going to tell the young people how to get a husband. It's at Cola Lounge, and tickets are only $10. And it's going to be fun. They invited me. They put me up on their website today and on Instagram. And I'm excited to meet some Detroit people and spread the word about what we do here on the Roundtable and my music. So that is all of the fun stuff. Mike says maybe. Silly, very silly. Let's see what else. Are we live? I'm live right now. The guests are taped, but I'm live. Thursday nights live. We're live right now. I'm here. Cat Daddy say I love her. Her voice is so good, gives me chills. Yep. Faith Evans here next week. And Jay Friday says I have autism as well, so it means a lot to me. Yeah, really incredible organization. And as a school teacher during the day, we love people all across the spectrum, and we need to have more awareness and kind words to people who are going through all of the journeys and struggles we all go through. So that just means you're extra special, Jay. I love it. So all of that to say, let's keep it moving. I'm going to try to speed it up because I know we got a lot of stuff to do. Plus, I want to hear your answers. My Detroit thing.
You better lose yourself in the music the moment you own it. What up, though?
So shout out to an organization I just learned about this weekend, and I got to see them in action. There's incredible organizations here in Detroit, and there's a group called the Greening of Detroit. And they came and planted 75 trees at our school, at Detroit Lions Academy. 75 trees. On a Saturday, people got up to dig holes to plant trees for free. They came out and they did an incredible job and do this all around the city of Detroit for free, because back in the 1930s, 500,000 trees got destroyed in the city when there was some kind of virus disease. I guess it's a disease, it's not a virus, it's a tree. And they've been going about it to add trees. So far, this organization has 166,000 trees planted since 1989. They planted them in Detroit, Hamtramck, and Highland Park, and they continue to plant trees along the city and streets. And for 14 years, they've been providing adult workforce developmental training. So they have people there that come in and they learn all sorts of skills that they can use and work to get a job. And they are an incredible organization. They were so kind and so sweet. I was there with the admin team of the school, and it was so nice and inspiring to see people. They go and do outreach and find them. So greeningofdetroit.com is where you can find information if you're in the Detroit area. And I think it is super, super. Look, Miss Mantic, the Mantics, yay for the trees. So I absolutely think it was wonderful. It was really inspiring. Who knew they existed? They planted trees by Darius's bank too. But Peggy says, I know about autism, and finally there's so much for them. I have a friend who has it, and I'm very proud of him. Very sweet. Let's keep it going. And what's my favorite thing? Do I know what it is?
You get a car! You get a car! You get a car! You get a car!
Yes, it is. And it sounds like a humble brag. Okay. So listen, this year I am a member of the Grammys class of 2025 and gagged dead. I am a Recording Academy member. So when you watch the Grammys and they say, I'd like to thank the Academy, that is me. I was nominated by Robbie Roselle and Matt Gould, who are members of the Academy. You get 2 people a year that you can nominate, and you need 2 nominations to get in. And then you have to go in front of a panel, show them your music. You need to have released at least 12 tracks of music and made a cultural impact on the business of music. I don't know why. It must have been a slow year, but I got to vote on the nominations. So you get to log in, and in the categories, the big categories, and all of the categories that you choose, you could choose 12 other than the big ones. So you vote for record of the year, album of the year, best new artist, best producer, song of the year, and best songwriter. Then you get to pick 12 additional categories. So many Roundtable friends are up for nominations this year. So you vote for them. Whoever gets the most votes, then those are the 5 nominations. And then we vote again in January. But to see who got put out music this year, and then there's links to listen to the music. And I've been listening to music, and me and Darius talked some about it. I can't tell you who I voted for, but I know that there's incredible music this year. And I'm so proud. It's like a dream come true. I was a kid who grew up obsessed with the Grammy Awards. So as a Grammy voter, being in the Academy this week is definitely my favorite thing. So I'm really excited. Listen to some music no matter what. And I did get to look at musical theater, and I did get to look at a pop album, the one that's traditional pop album. And I saw a lot of R&B friends and gospel friends that have done this show. Very exciting and really, really cool. As we were talking about autism, I've worked with a young woman with autism for 19 years. They are very, very special. I love that very much. Yes, thank you. I'm so excited about it. Did I get to did I get to choose best musical theater album to vote in? I did. I sure did. I did. I saw all the eligible albums, and I picked 5. So we'll see who gets nominated. You'll have to stick around. Would I have chosen Jagged Little Pill or Daydream in '96? I think I would have picked Jagged Little Pill, and I just interviewed Brian Ferry, who was the music director of that show. And I like that show. I saw that show with Adrian, who's watching right now. Hi, Roundtablers. How is everyone? Adrian, what's your favorite cereal, and do you eat breakfast? And that was Adrian's question. So I would have. I think I would have done it. Yeah. All right. That's my thing. I'm in the Academy. That's cool. Not that anyone, it's cool, but I mean, we all have a life here. And finally, my Hey Friend Hey is
I'll be there for you. How you doing?
on Saturday. Very kind and very sweet. Thank you so much to Ken Phillips and the management team over there at Ken Phillips Group for inviting us to see 2-time Roundtable guest friend to the show, David Archuleta. So we will be at the concert on Saturday. I'll tell you all about it next week. David Archuleta is on his Earthly Delights tour, and he is coming to Detroit on the 11th. But if you're in New York City on the 16th, he will be doing a concert there, and he's doing a whole bunch of Christmas shows in New York and in LA as well. And we're really excited to see David Archuleta. Darius has been a fan. We've been a fan since he's been on the show, and we're going to get to say hey, and we'll tell you what he has to say and all the things that are Archie. So we'll give you the scoop. I'll have some video, and we'll tell you all about Archie. So thanks, Archie, for inviting us, and we can't wait to be there on Saturday night. And that's a good friend to our show for sure. So I'm excited about that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much to thank you, Rosemary. I love Rosemary. Hey, girl. How you doing? Mike says Jagged is a powerhouse from start to finish. Did I see it with you? I don't know who I saw it with. I saw it with somebody. His stylist, he's giving it the gaze. He's giving gaze all day, David Archuleta. He has come out swinging with the gaze. Here we go. Hot take. What do you eat for breakfast, and do you have a favorite cereal? A answered last. She loves breakfast. Special K is her favorite. However, I do love Reese's Pieces for a special treat from time to time. My favorite breakfast is Taylor ham, egg, and cheese, which if you're in Detroit, that means gosh darn nothing to anybody. But if you're in New Jersey and North Jersey, then you know exactly what that is. And A will love a Taylor ham, egg, and cheese sandwich on a roll. I've seen her order it at the diner. And if you're not from New Jersey, you don't know what the F a Taylor ham, egg, and cheese excuse my mouth is, but it's a pork roll, Taylor ham. I don't know how to explain it, but it is what's up. It's what's up. All right, we got Special K. Special K is a vote. What else we've got here? What else do people eat for breakfast? Well, the Mantics, Fruity Pebbles. I don't eat it often, but when I do eat it, it's so yummy. That's my drag name, Fruity Pebbles. I love a Fruity Pebble. I love the cereal afterwards, too. It's delicious. Cat Daddies, I mostly eat Eggos for breakfast, but my favorite cereal is Frosted Flakes. You know, they're They're great. We had the Tony the Tiger was at my school last week. I only eat Magic Spoon now, the adult cereal that tastes like kids cereal but with zero sugar. What the hell is Magic Spoon? I'll have to look that up. I've never heard of Magic Spoon. Eggo, plain Eggos? Or do you like a chocolate chip Eggo? Oh my gosh. I've learned so much. All right, so what else? What else we got? Peggy says she eats grape nuts, not the flakes, with warm milk in it and a little bit of fresh fruit. Oh, with warm milk. Do you heat the milk up? Fascinating. I love it. Marie says cream of wheat, oatmeal, and farina. Love all three of all my life. Now, farina, that was my Italian days with my grandpa. Cream of wheat, he loved cream of wheat too, and oatmeal. I'm going to tell you about my oatmeal moment in a minute, because I love oatmeal. Christine says, I eat some breakfast, mostly yogurt, some fruit, coffee. Can't really eat much cereal anymore. I used to like the cereal ones and bran flakes, but now only Cheerios with almond milk. I like that. I don't like Cheerios, but I like Cheerios and a banana. I do like that. I don't eat a lot of breakfast cereal either. I don't at all. Abby says, I eat breakfast in camp, but not in the UK. Favorite American cereal is Cinnamon Toast Crunch, but with ice cold water. What in the world? Abby, I love it. With ice cold water and ice cubes in the bowl instead of milk. There's something new every day. Mike says not often does he eat it, but he loves Lucky Charms. I love Lucky. They're magically delicious. You know what I'm saying? And Miss Ann says, I love eggs for breakfast and I love Lucky Charms cereal. I love Lucky Charms cereal too. I do. My mom eats yogurt and my mom eats like weird things. She'll eat like salmon for breakfast. I don't know. Did she answer? Thank you. We are very blessed to have found each other. I love my drag name is Fruity Pebbles. Rosemary, my girl, says Raisin Bran Crunch. Good choice. A says it's got to be on a roll. Yes, she doesn't do it on a bagel. That's right. And we have to check the Magic Spoon. I've never heard of this. I've never heard of it at all. Cat Daddy say, they sound amazing. I want to have cereal with ice cubes and water now. I want to try it. Mr. Mantic's wife, Yvonne, says Count Chocula. Oh, that is good. The icy water. This mom says I'm right. See, she eats a little icy. We got it. Icy. These answers are hot takes. Warm milk, water, and ice cubes. So my favorite cereal growing up, because I'm eternally 57 years old, I love Frosted Mini Wheats. Why am I 76 years old? I love Frosted Mini Wheats, and I loved Life because it was solid. The milk would soak in that Life, and it would be like a lead ball, and I felt like it was fulfilling. My problem with Fruity Pebbles and with Lucky Charms is I'm hungry. I need like 16 bowls. So I need that whole grain to fill my belly. But my breakfast every day, controversially in my house, because Darius doesn't eat breakfast, is oatmeal. I love oatmeal, or I eat yogurt and a banana. I love oatmeal. And, Darius does a lot for me. He makes the bed. He irons my clothes. He picks them out. He is very good to me, but it wouldn't kill him to make my oatmeal look like this. Why can't I have Cat Daddy oatmeal? Is it too much to ask for to put a face on my oatmeal? I mean, no, I kid. I love oatmeal, and I love oatmeal. And if I don't have oatmeal because I'm watching the carbs or something like that, I have yogurt and a banana. Thanks for that. That's a good hot take. Thank you, A. A says, "Oh, Life cereal was so good." Cat Daddy say Frosted Mini Wheats are good when they're soggy. Yes, let them soak it in there. Frosted Mini Wheats are my second favorite cereal with water and ice. What? Johnny's oatmeal every morning. Mike says Mini Wheats are good and Cinnamon Life is the bomb. Mikey likes it. That's right. Oh, I like it. And Mr. Mantic says cinnamon apple oatmeal. That's my fave. Oh, when I have the box from Costco or Sam's Club and they have the mix, and when I get those apples, oh my God. Darius says I can keep waiting. He's not going to make me cat oatmeal. Okay. Well, thank you all so much for being here. Let's get our first guest. A lot of you are excited about Jeff Timmons. So I say we kick it off with Jeff Timmons. We'll take it to the Harlem Globetrotters and we'll end things with Adrian and Michael Urie. Take a peek at Jeff Timmons, me hidden in a closet here on the Roundtable. Well, listen up. In our house, everybody, we are obsessed with the 98 Degrees Christmas album. If every day would be Christmas, that is a jam. It is on our playlists. My husband told me about it. He loves it. He listens to all. I do cherish you. We are obsessed with all the songs in our house. We have a certain age. If you love certain type of music, if you love boy band harmonies, if you love the amazing work that they've done, Detroit, America, around the country, the incredible 98 Degrees is coming. They're going to be around the corner from my house. You think we're going to be front row center? Yeah, I'm going to be there. We'll be there. Where's your tickets? Jeff Timmons. I'm so excited. I grew up with you, Jeff. Welcome to the show.
That's quite an introduction, Robert. And guess what, man? You keep singing like that. We're just going to have you get up on stage with us and maybe join the group. Maybe you can replace one of us. Maybe you can replace me, Drew, one of us. Yeah. With that kind of voice, you got to be, I think you're better suited to be a singer, not a podcaster, man.
Jeff, here's the problem. I don't sing in harmony. I sing whatever I want. So I would be fired in 1 week.
Well, look, what I heard the excerpt that I heard sounded really, really good. I liked what I heard.
How long have you all been singing together? When did it start?
We started, it's about 30 years. So we started in 1995. I don't know if you were alive. If you were very young at that time. But we're all from Ohio, but we started together as a group in Los Angeles.
Was after all these years singing together, after all the years since back in 1995, what's it like when you get on stage and you hear the audience get excited? They sing these songs back to you. There's the nostalgia. There's the growing up. There's the TRL. There's all of the stuff we grew up with. It must be incredible.
It's absolutely incredible, man. It's like a dream. I mean, look, when you start that 30 years that I talked about flown by. So we still have the excitement and eagerness to get up on stage. And for us, it's not even nostalgia. It's the life we live. We've been able to have this dream and go through this journey for 3 decades now. And it's always equally exciting to us, whether it was, a couple of years ago, 10 years ago, 30 years ago, or yesterday. To get up there on stage and to sing for a living and have people singing back to you, words to songs that you remember, creating in the recording studio is absolutely just like a dream come true. It's really been a blast for us.
So after all the years together, no pun intended. Okay, pun intended. What is the hardest thing about the hardest thing you ever have to do on the road? What is the hardest thing about being away from your family and your home?
Well, I think you answered it right there. It's being away from your family and your loved ones. For us, fortunately, we've been able to carve it out to where we're not on the road 24 hours a day like we were back in the day for year after year after year consecutively. We, sort of have this sort of we call it a weekend warrior, sort of schedule where we get together, we do the weekends, and we're then back during the week with our families or other things that we're doing in our careers, but. Fortunately for us, when we do the long tours and big, 30, 40 city runs, we're able to have our families with us. So, that's probably the hardest thing. The rest of it's pretty easy. I think, the guys joke around that, it's a little harder to move around on stage now that we're older, but we don't do that much elaborate dancing and movement on stage. So for us, I think that you hit the nail on the head. It's being away from our family.
Well, y'all are dancing because I saw some clips. I mean, you guys have been all over social media. You're back together. You're on tour. I saw you in Disney World. I saw you touring. You're doing songs that we know and love that you do. But you also throw in some really fun, unexpected moments. What's it like to build the show? What is the set list like?
Well, you mentioned it in your introduction there, the TRL era, for those that don't know it, that was a huge era in music history. A lot of pop. There was a big pop explosion at that time. MTV had a great show called TRL. It was a daily show where Carson Daly would interview people. You get up and perform, and all the newest and hottest music and stars were on there. Even movie stars. It was such a popular show, even movie stars. So we haven't, we pay homage to that era and that particular show and do a little TRL excerpt where we cover some of our favorites from that time that we got to share, the stage with on tour and on the radio and all that good stuff. And that's really, really well received all the time.
I'm ready. So what is the shows in December going to be like in November? Are you going to throw a little Christmas moment? Are we going to get a little surprise?
Yeah, we might. Look, we're known for those holiday songs, like you said, and we've been fortunate enough to have not one but two very, very successful Christmas albums. So we'll probably throw a little something in there, but just expect a lot of excitement, a lot of fun out of us. I mean, we bring it every time, and are very, very fortunate to have all those fans there that we feed off their excitement. And although we do sing a lot of ballads and we're known for our love songs, we bring the energy and feel like we're in our 20s again when we're up there, and hopefully everybody in the audience feels the same.
Is your relationship like family? Are you like brothers? Like, how do you explain what it's like when you get together?
Well, it's kind of hard to explain because, we've been through this journey that only we can share together, right? I mean, of course, a couple of the guys, Nick and Drew, are brothers, and they went to school with Justin forever. I'm sort of the outsider among those guys as far as we grew up, but we've been together for so long. We've been together more in our lives than we haven't, believe it or not. So, we're like a family up there, and we certainly enjoy each other's company. And again, this many years later, to get up and do what you love and share the dream together is something unique and exciting that we only share together, but it's a lot of fun.
Well, I want people to know, while we're talking, everybody, you can go right now to BroadwayInDetroit.com and get your tickets to the legendary Fisher Theater. We can follow Jeff on Instagram and find out all the information, all the things that you're up to as well. And then you could always go to your official website for 98 Degrees, 98degrees.com, and be a part of the whole entire thing. You all have had your individual careers. You've acted and danced and done Vegas, did different things. Nick is doing his things. Drew's doing his thing. Everybody, Justin has been out and about in these streets. How do you find the time to be Jeff Timmons, the person, and what you want to do individually, but you're tied to a juggernaut, Jeff? This is like it's got a life of its own.
Well, that's a great question. And again, while it's been this many years later, we're finding ourselves having more success than ever now, believe it or not. Even when we first came out and emerged on the scene in the late 90s, early 2000s, because of the things you alluded to earlier, the nostalgia that's out there, this sort of era that touched the hearts of people when they were much younger. So, the energy's there for that. But, it's about balance, right? I'm a guy that really puts the things into perspective. I get up every day. I write my goals down. I write what I'm grateful and thankful for in a little book. And so you put that in perspective. You remind yourself of who you are. And, you just try to enjoy the moment. And for me, it's not a 24-hour a day, 7 days a week thing, 98 Degrees for us, like it was back when we first started. We were able to balance, we're fortunate enough to be able to craft time for our families, other things we love to do, our passion projects, our other things in our career. And really, for me, my favorite thing right now is to give creatives an opportunity to create and monetize and own their creations. So that's my goal, at this point in my life, outside of all the other things I'm doing, including 98 Degrees. You have plenty of hours in the day and plenty of ways to find time, right?
Yes. Call me. I need help on that. Help me. Let's monetize all of this.
Anytime, man. Anytime.
Tell us about the last album. You just put out an album, for the first time in a long time.
Yeah, it's called Full Circle, and the reason is, we've had several albums throughout the years, and we feel like throughout our tenure, we sort of evolved as musicians and tried different things. But for us, it's a full circle moment, and we've come back to our signature sound, which are love songs and harmonies and music that touches people's hearts and sort of evokes some sort of great emotion from them. We've come back to that, but also we re-recorded our masters, just like Taylor Swift did, just like all these artists that don't know they can. They could go out and re-record their songs that made them popular and famous. And so we've done that. And so we have a balance on the album of those songs that we've recreated, that we really, really tried to get to sound like the originals, which was a challenge this many years later. And, some new songs that people can enjoy as well.
Well, it sounds better than ever. You got to listen, check it out, and play the whole thing from the beginning. Is it fun to go back in after all these years and make something new?
Yeah, well, we're big studio guys. And so, for a while there, the music business had changed from when we first came out. When we first came out with CDs and records, and you go to the store, and then suddenly it became all digital, and we didn't know quite how to find our footing in that space with technology and how to promote that. But once you get your bearings and all that stuff, and you can go back in the studio and figure out, wow, it's an easier way to get to your fans. You don't have all these buffers like record labels and music stores and agents and all these people that are sort of the go-between between you and your fans. So for us, it's been a blast, and we always love recording and making new music together. I'm a big studio guy. I work on music probably at least a couple of hours every day, believe it or not, whether it's coming out on the radio or whether we're putting it out on social media or putting it on the streaming services, or if it just sits here in my house and I just have the pleasure of getting fulfilled by creating music. It's something that I do on a daily basis.
I'm obsessed. I was listening to you guys this morning, and I was listening to Thank God I Found You, and Mariah has a new album, and you guys have your music and tour, and you guys are out here. What is the experiences of when you got to sing with some icons, some legends? Now you guys are there's a generation of boy bands that look up to you, new singers out here that are listening to your harmonies and what you did.
Well, thank you. That's very nice. That you're very complimentary. I appreciate all the kind words. It was like a dream. I mean, Mariah Carey, was one of my first favorite artists when I really was getting into music in high school, and to get to do a song with her and to go #1 on the charts. And Joe was a big part of that. And I'm a big, huge fan of Joe and his voice and his music and his career. And Stevie Wonder. I mean, these are those are pinch me moments. You go, wow, did I really get to do this? And when you're with him, you're like, am I really here? You really are going, wow, am I really here right now? We're not unlike everybody else in that we're fans as well. So when you have an opportunity to be in that situation and to be kind of literally living a dream, you kind of reflect on it in the moment and go, wow, we're really, really blessed and fortunate guys.
Well, we'll be there. I mean, I told you, my husband is a super fan. We listen at BroadwayInDetroit.com. Get your tickets. Jeff Timmons on Instagram. Go to 98degrees.com. If you're around the country, it's not just Detroit, everybody. Go to the website. Check up. There'll be more dates. I'm sure you'll be on the road again next year.
Yeah, I mean, we're hoping to, man. We're looking forward to that as well. We're in the process of setting up a tour for our international audience. We've been very fortunate to not just be popular here in North America, US and Canada and all that stuff, but all over the world. So we're trying to find time to go out there. Again, that balance between things we're doing outside of this, our families, et cetera, but that's kind of shaping up for us. And of course, States is where we're from and where our bread and butter is. So I'm sure we'll be doing something next spring, next summer here in the US.
November 29th, Thanksgiving will be over. Black Friday shopping's over. Detroit, the Lions will have played on Thanksgiving already. It'll be done. Then you get your girls, your friends, your guys, whatever you're going to do, your couples, your date night. It's Christmas time. Go see Jeff and the boys do 90. They taught me Spanish. I only know their one night.
That's the only thing I know too. So you're not alone in that aspect. Una noche. That's all I know too, Robert.
And I said it wrong this morning when I was singing along in the car. I said, "Oh, those are the words." Okay, my Spanish is rusty, but I'll get it together for the 29th.
Love it.
Thank you so much for being here. We look forward to being here, and it's such an honor to have you here.
Likewise, man. Thanks for taking the time. Give my best to your husband. Tell him I appreciate his support, and we look forward to seeing you guys on the 29th.
We'll see you there.
How sweet is he? What a good guy. I had such a good time chatting with him, with the noise, with the construction, with all the things. Where live videos are something else. The Wi-Fi went out. I had no reception, but they make the shows. It's a messy show, so that's what we do. The Cat Daddies have been Invisible Man. That took me back because that's a moment ago. 98 Degrees. Jay Friday says, this gift and Christmas wish are your favorite 98 Degree Christmas songs. I love that Christmas album. A says, Jeff looks great still. I love their Christmas album. I have seen them in concert several times. What in the world, Adrian? TRL was life back in the day, says A. Their singular best song is Because of You, Sunshine After the Rain. It's me and Cleo's jam. Sunshine after the rain. Oh, I know that. Oh, come on, Cleo. Cleo loves it. Yes. Marie says, I attended 4 concerts in the 2000s with my niece Tara, who loved Drew. The fellows were in their mid-20s at the time, met and took pictures with all of them. Okay, come on, Marie. How cute is that? I love that. Oh, my goodness. Cat Daddies love that song. Always makes me happy, and it's a great car jam. I love my 98 Degree Fit. My favorite is none of those. Yes, Darius says, we were looking forward to seeing what they bring to the D. And A says they have great videos. My favorite 98 Degree song is It's the Hardest Thing I Ever Had to Do. I probably sing the more words. look you in the eye, tell you I don't love you. It's the hardest thing I'll ever have to say. Whatever the words are. That's my jam. Woo! The interview makes me want to wear a white ribbed tank top with an unbuttoned white dress shirt and baggy jeans. I love it. Well, speaking of mess, I had a chance to speak to two of the Harlem Globetrotters who together have like 10 Guinness Book of World Records about basketball. I think it would be a Guinness Book of World Records for how many shots I would probably miss playing basketball. The Harlem Globetrotters this year are celebrating 100 years of globetrotting. And I was so excited to hear about it. I love them. The song comes on, the little whistle. Take a peek.
I love your energy already.
What? Yeah, love
All
that.
right, let's do this. Welcome, everybody. My name is Robert Bannon. You're listening to us on the Roundtable World. What in the world? Hold on. Okay, listen, Globetrotter friends.
Yes.
I don't know. I don't think I've dribbled a basketball since 12 years old. Am I going to have fun at your show? Do I need to play basketball to be there?
Listen, you don't have to play basketball in order to be there, but you might get pulled on the court to have a little fun and do something else.
I'm terrified. This is everybody. This is Torch and Wham, and they have more. The only Guinness Book of World Records record that I might have is I did eat 2 half-pound hamburgers once in 15 minutes. And that was as close as I've got. Don't judge.
No, no judgment.
Honestly, in my
Don't
head,
judge.
I was like, I could probably do that.
He probably could.
How many Guinness records do you have?
So I have 6 Guinness World Records.
Slacker. I'm just. And Wham, how about how many Guinness records do you have?
13.
Do you have any?
13.
You said 13?
Yeah.
So between you have 19?
Yeah.
How long have you been playing basketball, each of you?
We've both been playing for our whole lives.
Yeah.
Like since I was 2 and since she was 4.
Okay, so listen, I'm here in Detroit. And if you're in East Coast, if you're in Detroit, if you're around the world, literally every major city in this entire country, this year is going to be the incredible 100th year tour.
Yes.
Breaking, racial barrier breaking,
Look at
the
you.
legendary Harlem Globetrotters.
Talk that
Yes.
talk. Talk that talk.
Everything you just said and more. Legacy, impact,
No shade to the
ambassadors
NBA.
of goodwill. We do it all.
No shade to the NBA, but LeBron ain't going to do what they do. He don't have these world records.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen, you're absolutely right. There's no game like a Harlem Globetrotters game. The fan interaction, we got a 5th quarter. Fans can come take selfies with us, get their t-shirts autographed, basketball autographs. You're not going to find that in any other professional sports. And that's what separates us.
Also, you said LeBron. When I think about LeBron, I think of longevity. And you know what? This organization has been around for 100 years.
Yeah.
And I need everybody to come see. Come watch. We have tickets on sale today. HarlemGlobetrotters.com. You could just search it wherever you want, and it will pop up whatever city's closest to you where you can get some tickets. Y'all need to come out, and you better come out too. I'm gonna teach you how to spin the ball on your finger.
Oh, I'm coming. I want, this is what I want. Look, can we start small? Can you just teach me how to get the ball to go in between my legs when I dribble? You know that you won't dribble in between the leg, dribble in between the leg. What's that called?
Between the legs.
See, I'm a professional.
It's all right. That's why we're here.
Yeah.
You come to a Globetrotter game, you're going to get the full experience.
Yeah.
We got the time to
bringing
teach you.
I'm bringing my nephews who are very into the basketball. My godson is coming this holiday season. We're tired. We're not shopping at Target. You don't need to go to Amazon. You need to buy tickets, make an experience,
Yes.
bring people, get some popcorns, buy a jersey and a shirt, take the family. And a toy will get thrown in the garbage, but a memory, an afternoon or evening with the Harlem Globe forever.
Forever.
And speaking about jerseys, we just came out with
You see these new jerseys?
They're not, I need
We got
one.
blue, red, white, and we're selling it at the game. Jeff Hamilton, he's the one that designed these. These are amazing.
Okay, here's my controversial question. I read growing up,
Because we used to have Nets season tickets, but I only had Nets season tickets to watch Michael Jordan. I did not care about the Nets back in the day. I'm from New Jersey.
Okay.
And we used to want to go to the Harlem Globetrotters games. And then we used to research, and apparently sometimes the Harlem Globetrotters lose.
Oh, well,
Yes.
I've been a Globetrotter 9 years and I'm undefeated. So I don't know about losing.
Yeah.
That was
Hey,
before our time.
before our time. We don't lose no more.
So
Well, we try not to.
okay, so you're going to see it's a real basketball game incorporated with a lot of entertainment. It's very interactive, and it's literally
Yes.
for anyone. You have to have no sports experience. You don't even have to know what traveling is.
No, you just show up
And have
and
fun.
have a good time.
I just want to let you know
Lifelong
something.
memories.
I know this.
Yeah.
Yes. You know
See?
that? Okay.
I'm better than I thought.
You're amazing, Robert.
So, what's the average score like at a game? Like, are we going to see a lot of scoring, a lot of slam dunks, a lot of dribbling, a lot of fun, a lot of zaniness? Like, what are some of the tricks you've got up your sleeves?
It's going to be a lot of everything of what you just said. And we do trick shots before the games. You're going to see trick shots in the game. It's just going to be an amazing experience. You wanted to
Yeah.
ask?
I mean, I was gonna say with that 4-point line, that's literally like 35 feet from the basket, 5 feet from the NBA 3-point line. If anybody gets hot from there, I mean, the score could easily get up to 120.
Yeah.
You know, we've scored 100 in the first half.
We've
before.
had a player score over 100 points today.
Yeah, it could get crazy.
So, Rochelle Wham Middleton, when
Yes.
you were out here 8 years,
Off guard.
what's it like? I know full government name. What's it like? What's it like being out here 8 years touring the country and seeing these young basketball and sports aficionados and families that are their first experience at an arena doing something like this? What's it feel like to be on that court?
You know, it feels great, and it's still surreal to think that I wake up and honestly, it's not a job anymore. It's just something I wake up and I love to do. I get to play basketball, I get to travel the world, and I get to experience many different cultures all over the world. But just coming into arena and showing off my skills, okay, my bad. That just threw me off. But showing off my skills for kids and families all over the arena and all over the world, it's like a short person could look at me and actually give themselves hope to start playing basketball, or they wanted to play basketball. Because a lot of people, you know, especially when I was young, they said I could not play basketball because I was so short. And just being a person that shows a different route, because you got to be explosive, you got to be fast, you got to be quick. And just to be in a position like this, you have to practice. No matter what you want to do in life, I always try to instill in the younger generation, you have to practice your craft each and every day.
And I'm sorry, we're in a school right now during the day when I'm not an international superstar.
Got you.
I am teaching, and we are the Detroit Lions Academy here in Detroit.
Love that.
We are tied with the Lions, but we don't have a football team. We have a basketball team who loves tricks and loves trick shots. And we've been talking about, and we got the coach, and I said, I'm going to send some videos of what you all do because we need to inspire these youngsters this year. So for you, Sherelle Torch George, when he talked about being a lady of the court, being maybe not 7 feet tall, what's it feel like for the youngsters out here, who, especially the young girls out here who are on their basketball team, to be able to see you out there repping on the court?
Yeah, I mean, representation is so important. So every time I step on that court, I'm here to represent for the young girls. I look in that crowd, I look in their eyes, and I see a version of myself, a dreamer, a believer. And so me being on that court with my male counterparts gives girls hope. You know, it wasn't always possible for a long time, but now anything is possible. You know, sports go beyond gender. We're past that. I'm a Globetrotter that just so happens to be a female. So I represent for the ladies every day. You could be whatever you want to be and live in your purpose. That's important. That's important, to live in your purpose, because then it doesn't feel like work.
I love it. Well, look at both of them are known for tight handles. I don't know what that means. And they both are known. If I go to the gym, I can have tight.
I know, right?
I would like some tight love handles at the gym. I need some of your ab routine.
Robert, it means, like, you know, when you dribble between the legs, dribble between the legs, and it's real tight, it's compact, like you doing it quick. That's tight hand.
It's almost like you got a ball on the string, like you dribble it and like literally the ball's on the string. Like you got so much control no matter what you do with the basketball.
Yes.
Okay, look, I'm going to deep dive. I'm going to read Basketball for Dummies, and I will be at the Little Caesars Arena
you got to get your tickets.
Yes.
And no matter where you are,
Yes.
from the Garden, which is the most iconic arena in the world, all the way across the country, the Globetrotters are coming, and you need to get your tickets to the perfect holiday event this season. 100 years of breaking racial stereotypes, bringing basketball joy, comedy, and lots of love all around the world. Congratulations to you all. I had so much fun with you all. Your energy
Oh,
is
thank
Thank you. Appreciate you.
off the chart.
Yours
All right.
too. Yours
I'm going to
too.
start dribbling.
Listen,
gonna
start
pump-
today.
I'm gonna-
Yes, start today.
I'm good. You spin it like that. Oh my God. This is the best.
Listen, we'll
thing.
teach you this when you come to the game. I promise.
I'll be there.
That's
See
a
you there.
promise.
See you there.
How fun are they? I had fun. I know nothing about basketball. Look, I played basketball for 2 years. My dad was the coach. I was in 6th grade and 7th grade. I scored 1 basket. It was like I won the freaking Super Bowl, the NBA Finals, World Series. The Harlem Globetrotters, harlemglobetrotters.com. Yeah, the Globetrotters talk and twirl basketball. I've never been to one of their games. When I worked at Children's Hospital, they came by every year to do tricks for the sick kids, and I was so kind. They're such good people. They say they do so much charitable work and so much stuff. I really love that about them. Awesome. Very good to know. Thanks. Marie says her favorite 98 Degrees song is All Because of You, and I do cherish you for the rest of my days. Love it. Love it. Love it. Adrian was out and about. We have a quick moment with Adrian and the one and only Michael Urie. The whole entire chat with the rest of the cast, including Ron Canada, Emily Swallows, Lux Pascal, is on YouTube right now. So you can leave here, but I'm going to give you Michael Urie because we love Michael Urie so very much. Michael Urie is such a good guy, and he's now a big giant star. So see, this episode is available for you to see right now, the whole shebang. So when you leave here, you can watch the whole shebang, the whole entire cast of King Richard II. There's and Michael Urie. It looks like they're in a hotel room. I'm not judging. I have no opinion of this. But in my opinion, see, we love Michael Urie. We love Michael Urie. In my opinion, he's sweet in Adrian's hotel room. I don't know what they're doing. They are both married. But go on, girl. Michael Urie is back on the Roundtable.
I'm here with Emmy nominated Michael Urie. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. Are you excited to be running the helm, I guess, shall we say, for this production?
Yes. Yeah, I'm wearing the crown in this really exciting production of Richard II. It's a bucket list role for me, and I've been chasing it for a long time. And I accosted this company and Craig, our director, a few years ago and said, I really want to make this happen. It's something I've been dying to do forever, and I think the play can really speak to our time. It's a 400-year-old text, but it is wildly topical. It's about leadership. It's about power and about greed. And there's a lot in
Very
it.
topical.
Yes, yes. And although we're setting it in 1980s New York, there's nothing pointed in it. I think we'll be able to draw a lot of conclusions as an audience, and it is an exciting play with beautiful language, some of Shakespeare's most beautiful language. And we're doing it at the wonderful historic Astor Place Theater, which is extremely intimate. Yes. It's actually kind of a lot of seats, but it's very intimate, which will focus us right in on us. The audience will have essentially a close-up of us, which I think will be really helpful with Shakespeare, because people get afraid of Shakespeare, and they shouldn't, because it's actually quite it's very human, Shakespeare, and what's hard is that we think it's like these and thous and bubble pants and yeah, that's in there, but it's a modern psychology that he somehow knew about long before we talked about psychology, long before Freud, long before anybody was going to shrinks, and somehow he knew. And that's why we come back to these texts. Yes. and because these stories, these plots are still very relevant.
Yes, very very, very true. Well, I got to see you in Once Upon a Mattress. I performed it in high school.
Oh.
And so you went from Prince to King. Look at that.
Yes, I
mean,
know.
Shrinking is amazing. I have to talk about it because I just
you.
think it's so fantastic. And what a cast. Like, it's just, my husband and I binged it. We were just like, oh my gosh, like, how are we not watching this? Like, you're just fantastic.
Thank you. That's so cool.
And I literally was sitting there watching Once Upon a Mattress, and I'm like, I know the words, I know the words, I know the words.
Who'd you play?
I was Lady H. I had one little scene. I did get mid-scene applause, and I had like one line. That was it.
And you got mid-scene applause?
I got mid-scene applause because I changed it every night.
Oh.
Yeah, so I would do something a little different. Like, I'd bring something out, and the director was kind of looking at me, but hey, I was a freshman, so I had to try it.
When you got it, flaunt it, right?
Michael, thank you so much.
What a
Good
pleasure.
luck with everything.
Thank
so
you.
nice to meet you.
Adrian, and in Once Upon a Mattress in 9th grade, talking to Michael Urie, who did Once Upon a Mattress, who's now a king, from the prince to king. If you want to see all the interview with all of the cast, including Adrian's Celebrity Hall Pass crush, Pedro Pascal's sister, then you need to go to YouTube. It's up right now, maybe, or tomorrow. It's up today or tomorrow. It's somewhere. It'll be up. And I'm really excited that she got a chance to see it. Adrian will be back on the red carpet for us next week. God willing, there's not a nor'easter. And I love, and you'll find out who she's talking to when we get that info for you next week. We'll see if it happens. An enjoyable, messy show, Robert. Just as we love it. A fun show. Thank you. Really super fun. Loved it, loved it, loved it. I loved hearing about your cereal. I loved hearing about your breakfast. I loved everything about every single second. I loved the Globetrotters. I loved Jeff Timmons, who knew you all were such 98 Degrees fans. And I love Michael Urie. He is a good friend to the show. You all said he was the sweetest. And Darius is a fan of Michael Urie, and he did Pride for us 2 years ago, and he's been a big supporter of our show. So we really appreciate Michael Urie as much as well. And yes, go, running through the city for me. And so much more stuff coming on. If you want to see the rest of her interviews, you better go click and check them out. I'm just saying. A very well-rounded round table. Thank you. She's good, right? She's super good. I'm so proud of her because in the beginning she was so nervous, but now she's really bringing her personality. I just want I want A to have a podcast, but she has not done it yet, but she will. We're going to get her to do it. Maybe I will create a network, the Roundtable Podcast Network, and you all can have a podcast. Come join me. Life is too short, everybody. That's the lesson I've learned. Between everything that's been going on in the world, we need to continue to have so much love and joy. There's more love than there is hate. There's more joy than there is sadness. There's more good than there is bad. Be that to somebody. Call somebody and tell them that you love them. Be the light in the world today. I was thinking about it today, and I was like, we have no control over anything going on in the world. We don't have control over Washington. We don't have control over City Hall, Town Hall, government. We have no control over our family. We don't even have control over our kids. We don't have control over our husbands or our wives. We don't have control over anything other than what we put out into this world. So let's put out so much peace and love, and let's put out all good, sweet, kind, patient energy from me to you. Let's keep on shining that light. Thank you so much for being here. I love you all to pieces. Have a great weekend with Darius. I can't wait. He's off on Saturday. It's going to be a nice weekend. We're going to have a good all weekend. Thank you for another great live stream. Thank you so much, Kat. I'm sure he's going to make me go to spin class on Sunday. My mom says you are great, Robert, at all you do. That's because she gets paid to say that. A says, thank you, everybody. Keep it up, A. And until next time, the best is always yet to come. Have a bowl of cereal, I guess, or make cat oatmeal. Whatever floats your boat, you're always welcome here at the Roundtable. Good night, everybody. No one has control over kids, as my husband said. No, my mom ain't got no control over me. Rose. Love you all. Thank you all so much for being here. Bye. See you later.